The federal court has ruled that the Prime Minister and all cabinet ministers are public officers and can be sued for abuse of authority in a landmark judgment today. This is because they derive their salary from the public purse and carry out their functions with a public purpose, so they should not be allowed to carry out misdeeds with impunity. The court also decreed that the government can be held collectively responsible for the actions or omissions of these ministers. The 7-member bench answered 2 questions of law posed by Damansara MP Tony Phua, who was appealing a Court of Appeal and High Court decision. In 2017, Phua sued then PM Datuk Sri Najib Razak and the government for the wrongful use of lawful authority in the 1MDB scandal. Today's court ruling corrects a decision in a suit filed by Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad and Khairuddin Abu Hassan against Najib and the government on the same issue, where it was ruled that the PM and members of the cabinet are members of administration and not public officers. This means Phua's suit can be reinstated, although that will need to be decided again after a trial at the High Court. A witness in a 1MDB audit report tampering trial believes that it was Datuk Sri Najib Razak's mistrust of former Attorney General Tan Sri Abdul Ghani Patil and former Deputy PM Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin that may have led to their sacking in 2015. Former Chief Secretary to the government Tan Sri Ali Hamza acknowledged that the removal of the 2 men was Najib's prerogative as the then PM. However, Ali also brought up the fact that Ghani seemed unsurprised when he was personally handed his termination letter and that the then AG merely said that he had expected it. Ali also talked of a meeting between Ghani and Muhyiddin at a shopping centre in Kuala Lumpur before they were removed. While he did not reveal the reason for the meeting, he said it could have ruffled Najib's feathers since Muhyiddin was vocal about 1MDB's issues during cabinet meetings. Ghani was removed as AG on July 27, 2015. Muhyiddin was sacked as Deputy PM the next day. Kuala Lumpur Kepong reported a 37% jump in 4Q earnings on the back of a one-off gain from a sale of land and after profit surge at its manufacturing segment. Quarterly net profit came in at 175 million ringgit. Revenue, however, fell by 9% to 3.8 billion ringgit. For the full year, earnings inched up by just over 1% to 617.5 million ringgit. In contrast, revenue fell 15.5% year-on-year to 15.53 billion ringgit. On its prospects, the group is expecting its plantation segment to perform better in FY20 on improved CPO and palm kernel prices. Meanwhile, the oleochemical division expects to maintain its performance with some additional capacities coming on stream. Overall, it expects a higher profit from operations for FY20. Putrajaya will revoke the licenses of oil palm growers that fail to practice sustainable palm oil cultivation by January 1, 2020. Primary Industries Minister Teresa Kok says oil palm growers operating plantations with land area of 40 hectares and above that do not comply with the Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil Standards will have their licenses yanked by the Malaysian Palm Oil Board. She says 60% of Malaysia's total oil palm planted areas MSPO certified as at October 2019. That's up from 55% a month earlier. The ministry wants that percentage to reach 70% by February 2020. As for the mills, 73% of the 448 plants in Malaysia are certified. IHH Healthcare's 31.1% owned associate Fortis Healthcare apparently has no intention of selling its 56% owned diagnostic arm SRL, according to analysts who participated in IHH's teleconference yesterday. Both Hong Leong Investment Bank analyst Faradiana Kamaluddin and M Investment Bank analyst Nafisa Azmi wrote in their respective notes to investors today. IHH has clarified that Fortis has no intention of selling the unit. Yesterday, the edgemarkets.com, quoting the Economic Times, which cited multiple sources, reported that IHH is facilitating the planned sale of up to a 44% SRL stake owned by several shareholders in various portions. It was reported that private equity firms TA Associates, Warburg Pincus and Christ Capital have been shortlisted from a group of 5 suitors to acquire the stake.